Hello everyone, welcome to Topper IS. So as part of our daily series, today also we will look into few of the news that was part of your Hindu as well as taken from PIB. Okay, so let's get started. So the first one is with respect to desertification and land degradation atlas of India. Okay, this atlas has been brought out by ISRO, a space application center of ISRO, Ahmedabad. So it provides state-wise area of degraded land for the time frame in the year 2018-19. So extent of degraded lands in a particular state, such kind of data has been provided by this atlas, and it also provides for analysis on extent of change in the land area of degraded areas within a state also for the over last 15 years since 2003-5 to 2018-19. So last 15 years, what is that extent of land that has undergone degradation and desertification? So extent of variation in this quantity of land. So such kind of analysis has also been done by the atlas. So such a data will be useful as a ready reference, and will also aid in the achieving national targets, like national action plan for achieving land restoration and targets. All those things will be such a data by atlas will be helpful in achieving such a targets. Then coming to a recent thing with respect to desertification, recent in the sense still more than 1.5 years ago, India hosted 14th session of Conference of Parties, COP14 of UNCCD, that is United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification in 2019, and India is striving towards achieving national commitments of land degradation neutrality and restoration of 26 million hectares of degraded land by 2030. So UNCCD, one of the main conventions outcome of Rio Earth Summit 1992, and coming to land degradation neutrality is having that quality and extent of land that supports the food requirements of animals, okay, living organisms, and a restoration of 26 million hectares of degraded land is a target of India. Actually this was 21 million hectares, but this target was increased to 27 million hectares by 2020 during summit of 2019. Okay, COP14. Next one article is with respect to Kulbhushan Jadhav case. Issue is Pakistan has come out with a new bill, okay, review and reconsideration bill of 2020. So according to the bill, the what bill does is it invites municipal courts in Pakistan to decide whether or not any prejudice has been caused to Sri Jadhav on account of failure to provide consular access. So when it invites courts to decide, municipal courts, whether there is a prejudice in the not providing consular access to Jadhav. Okay, what Indian government says is this is a clear breach of basic tenet that municipal courts cannot be arbiter of whether state has fulfilled its obligation in international law or not. So this is what the breach is. So this India is against this kind of so particular review and reconsideration bill that Pakistan has brought out. So why did Pakistan bring out such a bill? There is a reason. Actually, Kulbhushan Jadhav case. Kulbhushan Jadhav was sentenced to death by Pakistan military court on charges of espionage and terrorism in 2017. Okay. So what happened is India approached the International Court of Justice against Pakistan for not giving consular access under Vienna Convention to Jadhav, and challenged his death sentence given by military court. Okay, and in 2019, International Court of Justice said that Pakistan must take an uh, undertake an effective review and reconsideration of the conviction and sentence of Jadhav, also grant consular access to India without further delay. So ICJ ruling says that you should undertake effective review and reconsideration. So to meet this the verdict of ICJ, they have come out with a new uh, you know review and reconsideration bill. But the thing is, they have allowed municipal courts to decide whether the prejudice has been done or not. So India is saying that this is a uh, breach of very basic tenet that municipal courts cannot say what the action of state is. done, whether it has fulfilled the obligation in international law or not. So India's argument is that. Coming to as part of this news only, Vienna Convention on Consular Relations. This is an international treaty, okay, that defines consular relations between independent states, between different states. So consular relations, what do you mean by consul? Consul is not a diplomat, but a representative of a foreign state in a host country who works for the interest of his countrymen. Okay, so that's why the espionage charges against Kulbhushan Yadav, Indian national in Pakistan, and he's working in his interest of his nation, is what the charge of Pakistan on Kulbhushan Yadav. And Article 36 of Vienna Convention states that, a foreign national who are arrested or detained in a country must be given a notice without delay of the right to have their embassy or consulate notified of that arrest. Okay, so the embassy or consulate should be notified of the arrest of a person, but the thing is, this was not done with respect to Kulbhushan Jadhav. That's why India approached International Court of Justice. Okay, and after that you saw a review and reconsideration bill has been brought out by the uh, Pakistan. Okay, it is still continuing, so keep track on the various developments that are going to happen with respect to Kulbhushan Jadhav case also. So that was it for today. You can also download the PDF of this document in the link that is shared below. Okay, thank you.